What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest old school RuneScape video. Now today guys, I'm going to be trying to show you where the altars are for the Runecrafting skill, which I've promised for a few videos now, and obviously I've been saying I wanted to get them out. So I'm going to finally get around to doing that for you. As you can see, I'm currently in Falador, just sat in the bank at the moment, as this is a close sort of start point to one of the first altars which I'm going to show you. So let's just jump straight into it. As you can see in my inventory, I have got the Mind's Talisman. I've got a few rune essence. I don't really have a lot on me. I've already used it, so I'm just sort of bringing a few bits along just for the purpose of showing you actually making the runes. But obviously, when you guys want to do it, it'd be sort of advisable to have a full inventory to make the trip a lot more worth it. Yeah, what you want to do is when you're in Falador, you head north out into this open area. Obviously I'm going to be trying to show like the full route of like what you want to walk, but on some of them it may be a little bit longer, and I may, depending on how the video is going, like how long it's getting on, and if I feel like possibly like it's a bit of a trek to each one, I may decide to sort of like cut out, get to the location, then cut back in to the video. But not decided that. I think it's the sort of thing I'll just decide it as it goes along really. But you head north up here past this sort of tower type thing, past these bears. They won't attack you, it's absolutely fine. And you actually need to head like all the way up towards the wilderness ditch. But don't worry, you don't have to go into the wilderness. It's actually this little open space here, which is where the altar is for crafting the mind runes. You can see there's a few rocks around here, which usually signals the start of one of them. So here you go. This is the altar right here, the mysterious runes. So again, same principle with the air altar. You would use the talisman and click on the altar. And then again, it's right in the center, and you've just got to simply press on this big stone in the center, which looks like a mind rune, and you'll craft mind runes. Now, obviously, I've managed to get 14 there, even though I only had 7 rune essence. That is down to my level. If I show you on here, if you go onto multiple runes, so you can see at level 14, you gain the ability to craft 2 mind runes per essence. In order to craft mind runes, you only need to be level 2. So if you're anywhere between level 2 and level 13, you're only going to be crafting 1 per essence. But as soon as you get to level 14, you can do 2, and then I think probably as you go up the levels again, let's just check this, you probably can get even more. Usually it will go up even higher. So yeah, level 28 you can get 3, level 42 you can get 4, level 56 you can get 5, even at like level 70 you can make 6 every time, and at level 84 you can get 7, even level 98 you can make 8. So yeah, there's certainly like incentive there to try and get your level even higher, so you can make huge amounts of these runes in one go. I will show the sort of like the whole route, just all the way back to the bank as well, because obviously when you do this you want to do it as almost like a loop, and just keep going backwards and forwards really, just crafting the mind runes if that's the specific rune you want to go for. It frustrates me personally that the mind altar is where it is really, because I would say out of all of them, this is probably one of my least favourite ones to do. I feel like it is so far from the bank, but it's one of the runes you really need them. You need, like, for a lot of the spells, so even the most basic spell, mind runes and air runes, all of these different strikes all require mind runes, which is for sort of like a, like when you're starting out with your magic skill, it's quite annoying really, because you know that you've got to go and craft a lot of those and take a lot of time to do that. And like I've said previously, there isn't a elemental staff which can eliminate the mind runes as far as I know, so it's always a bit of a pain, but certainly becomes a lot easier once you do get up the levels and you can craft multiple runes, as I have done. Yeah, then you just head into your bank, store those. So as you can see, I've created a lot of runes. I've focused a lot more on the mind runes just because of what it is at level 1 for the airstrike, and how all these different elemental strikes do require mind runes. So I figured I'd probably make a lot more of those. I've not really shown you guys my banks sort of recently, which is all this sort of stuff that I've been collecting, and it's definitely changed a lot. I've got all the various talismans there. My coins now, obviously with the 10,000 coins which you got in the previous video with the down in the Stronghold of Security. Some more cowhides that I've collected from my combat. That's my mithril axe, my mithril pickaxe, all the runes, some of the arrows that I've collected as well. I've got a lot more iron arrows on me actually, as you can see just there. So yeah, definitely it's coming along nicely. So the next rune to probably attempt to craft, which I think was probably the closest. I mean, definitely the closest one to this particular one be air, but I've already shown you guys the air altar. So yeah, you're probably looking at body runes, I would say. Yeah, I'll do the body rune one. I know this is obviously isn't in sort of like level order. This is just by location really. I mean, you need to be like level 20 to be able to craft body runes, but I'll show you the location nonetheless. It's probably the next one along the route. It's quite close to here. Instead of going sort of like northwest kind of direction, but sort of mainly north, you just go east on this one, just past the dwarven mine up here, and eventually you'll find the ruins. It's always a bit of pain. Like, I find like on big sort of like routes like this, you always run out of run, and it takes such a long time to replenish, which is quite frustrating. Yeah, it's just, even if you like, you can just stand there and you know it still goes up at the same rate, which is quite frustrating. But you know, it is what it is, isn't it? But it's, walking is just so slow. But you can see we're coming across all these different rocks now, so that will signal that it's up around this kind of area, really close to the barbarian village. Just up, and you can see there's like a gap in the trees, like quite a visible kind of space in the trees. That's going to be where it is. And I'll just sort of show you guys on the map again. So just up there in the middle of the trees, near barbarian village, yeah, sort of near the ice mountain, near Falador, this kind of area in here. So again, you use the talisman on the ruins, and in you go. Bit of a unusual looking place, this one. But yeah, then you have like the body rune, that sort of stone there, and craft 7 body runes. I can't craft multiple body runes as of yet, only being like level 24. It's probably going to be quite a high level to do multiple of these, bearing in mind it is just level 20 just to be able to craft one. Yeah, it needs to be level 46 to start doing multiple of those, so that's not going to be happening for me anytime soon for sure. Probably the next one I'll do is the earth rune. Oh, hello, we've got, what's this? Oh, he gave me a kebab. Thank you very much. I will savour every lasting bit of flavour from that kebab that he's just given me. So yeah, again, we're just gonna head through the barbarian village, through Varrock. The earth altar is it's really close to Varrock. It's just like, obviously we're coming through the west entrance, it's just literally outside the east entrance, so just got to go right through the centre of Varrock. I'll probably take a quick pit stop in the bank just to swap over my talisman and drop off those runes, and probably put the kebab in the bank as well. Not going to need that. Yeah, this is what I said. I may have. I was thinking possibly to cut this out, like all these routes. It's quite a trek, but I feel like because like, obviously the purpose of the video is to like inform you guys of where they are. I feel like it might be quite useful to sort of show you the routes of like how I've got there as well, just because it can be a little bit confusing. Like obviously, like I sort of give you the locations on the map by bringing the map up and that, but I think, you know, there's no harm in sort of giving you guys as much information as possible, making it as clear as I possibly can, just to make sure that you don't really have any issues when you try and do it yourself, really. So yeah, again, just pulled out some more rune essence with the Earth Talisman this time. I suppose also there is this thing as well that you can do with these. If you press locate, it will come up at the bottom. It says the talisman pulls you towards the northeast. So obviously that's kind of like a way of locating the ruins, but it's, I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. Just, I feel like if you just followed that, you could be going around in circles for ages, sort of like, you know, it's telling me to go east, then you run east and you're like, oh, I've got to go back west now, I've run too far east and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's definitely a lot quicker to just follow what I'm showing you guys in the video, really. So obviously straight out the east entrance here, past this bank, and now you actually want to head north, just up this way. Now we've not really been up this way on any of the videos as of yet, as far as I know, because it's not really anything up here, it's just the wilderness, which is like obviously right at very north, but there is this ruins which is just up here. It's not too far. It's one of the quicker ones to do, actually, this particular one, because obviously you've got the bank that's just right by that entrance of Varrock as well. You can see it coming up around all the rocks again, and this is the ruins right here, which is there on the map. So probably the best way actually is you've got the rare trees sort of symbol there. Just basically head to that and you literally can't miss it. But if you do get really stuck, once you come out of the pathway there, just head right up to the end of the path when you get to this massive sort of square area, and then just head east or to the right of that, and yeah, you can't really miss it. It's a very sort of simple one to find, that one. So again, use the talisman on the ruins, pop yourself in, head to the center of the room, and you get the big stone which looks like an earth rune, and you can craft yourself some earth runes. On that occasion, again, I'm not high enough level to craft multiple of those. I think, I don't even know what level it is, to be fair, to do so it's level 26, so I'm actually quite close on that particular rune, which is actually what's the next step for me. Actually, there's nothing in between, so that's definitely something to work towards. And then you just want to head south again, obviously back to the bank. If you were doing this as a loop, just to purely craft a load of earth runes, just back down this path, you know, like you can tell there's nothing there because you never see anyone up here, really. Like you get like the odd person, like the guy back there who's doing a bit of wood cutting, but because of like the yew trees and that, obviously where the rare tree sign is, but yeah, there's nothing up there. It's an odd place, really. Like you get like a couple places like that in this game that just, you know, you kind of wonder why they're there, really, or if they're ever going to put anything in that area. But I suppose it's good to have a few places that are a little bit quieter for the purpose of things like cutting down the yew trees. So it's just a bit easier to do it. Probably going to go for fire next, because that will be the next close one. Just pop the earth talisman back in there. Just move that. So the fire altar is located in Al-Kharid, in the desert, which, you know, that makes sense. Deserts are hot places. It's again not too far away from here. So I think I've chosen the right sort of the way to do it in a loop. It's not like I've had to go back on myself on any point here. So you're just going to want to head south down this road here, and I'm pretty sure I did mention it in one of the videos, the crafting video, actually, about how to get into Al-Kharid. So there's two different entrances. You get the entrance which I'm going to go through here, which is actually right at the top of Al-Kharid at the north, which you can get in for free. There's no gate. The entrance which is a bit closer to Lumbridge, which is on the west side of Al-Kharid, that you do have to pay 10 coins to get in, or if you've completed the Prince Ali Rescue quest, you can then get in for free. But that quest is one of the more advanced non-member quests to do, so not a lot of people will have done that at such an early stage. But as you can see, just literally head straight in there. There's a massive gap. There's no way that guy's going to stop me. Just head straight in, past the mine. Just be a little bit wary of things like the scorpions. If you do run a little bit too close to the very entrance of the mine, possibly one might start to attack you. But as soon as you get to level 29, that's not going to be an issue, because they'll then be scared of you, because you're more than double their level. So they won't actually be interested. There's an imp there as well. Shouldn't be too worried about him. So it's the actual altars. It's sort of, it's in between the mine and like the main kind of sort of city area, like the bank, if you get what I mean. So you can see the rocks is just here, in between all these sort of like cactus or cacti. So on the map, it's just there. So the bank is obviously just down there. You need to head north up out of all this area, past the buildings, past the the waterhole, then up towards the jewel arena. Once you're at the jewel arena, you're not really going to miss it. It's literally just north of there. Yeah, and obviously with the same kind of loop, you're just going to keep going backwards and forwards like that to craft a lot of fire runes. Again, press on the fire talisman to take yourself into this sort of volcanic chamber. And again, looks like a fire rune, of course, and you craft 7 of those. My rune crafting skills is really not going up because I'm only using like 7 essence. It's poor, but that's what happens when you get to the higher levels. It does take a lot longer. I mean, this isn't even like that high of a level on rune crafting, but because of the amount that you can do per inventory, it feels like it's a high level. Definitely like one of the slowest skills in my opinion. I'm gonna head down to the bank area. It's probably not the quickest way to do it. I'm gonna end up kind of like going back across myself, but I am gonna need to bring out 10 coins so I can get through the gate, because I'm gonna be going out of the other entrance this time, because the final altar is located in the Lumbridge swamp. So I'm gonna head through Lumbridge and out past the mine, sort of down that route. So just quickly go get 10 coins and swap my talisman over. Might just save up my run a little bit and use it once I get in through the gate. I'll start using that. So yeah, again, just store those away. Got 7 left. Swap over your talisman. Make sure I pick up the water one, because the water and the body talisman look really similar. So just be careful not to pick up the wrong one. And then straight back out, up this way. Such a trek. It's always such a trek. Like, it's, yeah, like obviously like the good thing, like when you guys are going to do it, is you because like the sort of the most efficient way, let's say the most efficient way to go about it is obviously just to focus on one particular route. Don't do it in a loop like I'm doing, because you're going to waste so much time. You're better off just focusing on one particular route. Oh my god, I forgot the coins. Oh my god, I forgot the coins. God. There's not even any point in going north, really, is there? Wow, I forgot the coins. Oh, this is what I was saying about in like one of the past videos. It's such a pain. That gate is such a pain. It's not so bad on the other side, because you can kill the goblins that are there and get yourself some coins, but if you're going from this side and you do what I've just done, like an absolute plonker, if you get the coins, ugh. Now I've just wasted all my run. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. This is like deja vu. I feel like I've been here before. Right. At least it's not miles, but it's, you know, it's still a distance, you know what I mean? It's just an unnecessary distance, but this is why I need to get the Prince Ali rescue quest done, to be honest. But the thing is that I wouldn't say that it's like high up on my list of priorities in terms of like quests to get done, because there's a lot of like easier quests so I can just get out of the way. Yeah, pay the toll. There you go. Have your money. There you go. Have your money. yeah, obviously you got all the goblins around it, and to be honest, normally just coins on the floor anyway that people just leave. So it's not so bad when you're coming in from this side, but on that side there, there's nothing that you can kill in Alcara that's going to drop any coins, because except for like the guards, but the guards are literally right next to the bank, so you may as well just go to your bank. Yeah, finally we're in Lumbridge after that little episode. Straight out down this way, as if we were going to the Lumbridge mine, or if we were going to the fishing spot to try and fish up some shrimp. Straight down here. My guy must be knackered. He's walked absolutely miles today. He's trekked across the whole of the non-member world, basically. He's only missed out a little bit of it. He's done a whole loop. And I've been making him run all of it when he can. Surprised he ain't got a stitch. So yeah, obviously just past the mine, in towards the swamp area, probably just past this shack. I'm gonna say I'll sort of drop the view down a second just so I can see into the distance. There you can see the rocks just there. Actually, you can see the ruins as well. Just past these giant rats and the giant frog. Just in there. So again, use the talisman on the ruins and head in, and obviously the stone is going to look like a water rune, and you can use it on there. And I got 14 of those just because you need to be level 19 to get 2 water runes per essence. I'm level 24, so I can get that, which is obviously a bonus. Yeah, and that's pretty much it really, guys. I mean, I believe I've shown you guys all of the different locations of all the ruins now, actually, or I suppose I should just quickly show you on the map as well, actually. Yeah, just there in the middle of the swamp. So sort of in between these two different icons here is there's not sort of like not like a sort of easy way to kind of show you guys. I think the shack there is a shack possibly, unless that's the one I'm thinking of, but yeah, it's just in there. Like if you basically just when you're walking through the swamp, just drop your view like that and you'll see it in the distance. It'll eventually appear. Yeah, you're not going to be wandering around for too long looking for that. Now, my personal choice, because obviously if you want to do like a lot of water runes, the issue with this one is there's not really like a bank that's overly close. You've either got, you know, like Lumbridge Bank there, or you've got the one in Draenor. I personally tend to go for Draenor. I believe that's probably closer. I think you just quick dash up there and straight in, whereas this one you've got to go like across there, up through there, and then in, and then all up like up to the very top floor as well. I think if it was on the bottom floor, I may consider it. I've never really like timed it or anything like that to see which is the quickest, but this is, for me, this is one I prefer, just because it is just one straight route, and you just go straight up into Draenor really. You see, I've already dashed straight up there, literally no time at all. Already up near the jail guards. Just want to avoid them. Go past the bridge to the Wizard's Tower. Straight up there. But yeah, that's pretty much it really, guys. I'll get myself to the bank, I'll pop my runes in, and then I'll probably end it there. Hopefully this has been fairly useful, and it's clear enough, and not too boring, as much as I know some of the walking can get a bit tedious. So if this has helped you guys out, then feel free to drop a like on the video, you know, comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to stick around for any of my latest videos that will be coming up, then subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so that you find out when these latest videos come out as and when they drop. But that's going to be it from me now, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.